Hi, Ayana. How you doing? Okay, so you went with the Panda concept. Great. All right, cool. I'm still getting used to the tools in Illustrator, but I'd like to clean up a little bit more. I agree, and I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. Wasn't sure if I should keep the butterflies in black and white or add color. I figure adding color to them would take away from the pandas, but I'm not sure yet. I kind of disagree with that. And again, I'll talk about that in a second. But let's go ahead and jump over to the work itself. Now, one of the issues I'm having with the work itself is the technique. Now, what it looks like here is, as we zoom in, we can see that this looks like it's basically the sketch that you had prepared, but it's been digitally filtered, or you've added some sort of a filter to it. As we can see, it's not what we would call a industry standard best practice for illustration. And I don't mean to sound discouraging. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can in this critique. So what you want to do is you want to use some of the techniques that we've learned instead of just putting a filter on this. Let's get in there and actually illustrate it. You can do one of two things. You can use the pen tool, or you can use the brush or pencil tool. So you can do it freehand, basically, with the brush and pencil tools, or you can do it more digitally controlled using the pen tool. Both are very viable techniques, but this definitely has to get it to the point of execution where it's not indicative of um, a simple filter. Do you see what I'm saying? We actually want to get in here and hand illustrate this. So that to me is really the most important thing at this point in terms of technical execution. In terms of your concept and the visual demeanor of the piece, there's only one thing that I want to comment on is that it seems like the way that this is configured right now, it seems like the panda is really angry and almost looks aggressive. And in your writing, you indicated that you wanted this to depict the panda as, and I believe the exact words you used were a gentle giant. So that I see a little disconnect from concept to execution, in that this isn't indicative of a gentle giant. This animal looks very agitated, angry, and aggressive, and the movement here with these lines coming this way almost even reinforce that he might even be letting out a loud roar. Do you see what I'm saying? And then even the way that the butterflies are affected by these lines almost appears they're being scared away from this loud roar of the panda. So I'm not seeing a connection between Gentle Giant and the visual demeanor of this specific piece. Okay, does that make sense? It's a really important concept in this regard. So I think it's really important it's important that that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll definitely find a way to clarify that. So two main things. Is number one is the technique. We need to get into a digital illustration technique that doesn't entail placing a sketch into a digital program and running a filter on it. Okay, we actually have to get in there and use hand techniques to illustrate the piece. Um, and then also the actual concept, the visual demeanor of maybe trying to make him a little bit more gentle and docile and less aggressive looking in this piece, less agitated, angry, and aggressive looking. He's even showing his teeth. So, okay. All right. So at this point, the most important thing that we can do from here, Ayana, is to let me know if you have any questions or if you need any consideration, any suggestions for improvement. I'll be glad to provide anything in that regard. But get with me quick if you have any questions. You won't be waiting for me for a response. So I'm pretty quick, as you found out in some of our messaging exchanges. I'm really quick to get right back to you. So you won't be waiting for me. All right, so any questions or any clarifications, let me know immediately. But other than that, I'd like to see those changes reflected in your submission for this coming Sunday. All right, great. Thank you very much.